Good morning, guys. Well, it's morning for us, but it's probably going to be evening or afternoon for you guys. But we are going to go outside. Today is probably going to be the last day that we have 85-degree weather. Say hi, Neil. Hi. Today's going to be probably the last day that we have 85-degree weather. I was sharing in my last video that their weather was saying that it's going to be 35 and could easily drop to below freezing. Well, this morning I woke up and my husband said that tomorrow is actually going to be the high of 50 something and the low is going to actually hit freezing. So with that, with my last warm day, I want to go outside and get some garden things done. Since it's really warm outside today, I'm going to use this last day to just clean up the garden, get out all of the broken containers that we have over here, and just see if I can whip just the beginning part, the front part of the garden into shape. We're going to burn all of those because we don't have a trash pickup. So we're going to bring it to a burn pile, and Nehemiah is taking out all of the weeds. Say hi. She's taking out the weeds out of the green stalks. I have 2 green stalks in front of my garden. They mostly have strawberries in it, but the tops are growing grass. I guess that's from birds dropping seeds in there. And so she's just going to pull those out. We're going to refresh it, and we're just going to see how much we could get done before we have to leave later today. Knowing that the rest of this week was going to be about 20 degrees colder than it was today definitely gave me motivation to get out here and enjoy the sun, even though it was really hot and I ended up sweating way more than I wanted to. I was definitely happy after we got everything done with how everything turned out. We just found a container of garlic chives that have survived a whole, I guess, year. No, not year, but definitely 8 months, I guess, because I planted this at the beginning of spring. Oops. Oh, wow. And I guess it wasn't really growing when I was going to plant these out because I don't know why I would have left them in here, but now they're definitely growing. So we're going to put them inside of our green stalks on our patio, I think. Because the ones out here I want to leave with strawberries. And so I don't really like strawberries and flowers, so I don't really want to put herbs in there. But my other one on side the patio already has herbs in it, so I think that's what we'll go do. It's so nice that they automatically already coming out whole. Because they're super dry. So you guys saw me plant, if you watched that video, I planted out these green stalks, and a few of you noticed that my green stalks were not standing up the way they should be, and they're still not. These were the green stalks that when I went on my mission trip, we had a hurricane and they fell over. They were in front of my hoop house and they fell over, and all summer I left them not put back together. And then when I finally went to put them back together, I realized that this one right here is super cracked at the bottom. Well, not cracked, but bent. I guess the dogs had did that, and so it's kind of doing the lean. And then the bottom one, it's expanded a lot, and so sometimes the snaps come off and then it tips over. And so right after I planted that in the video, the next day it fell over, and so we had to add the soil back in. But then I think it fell over again. I think it fell over like two or three times. And this morning I just put it back together again. So the top one barely has any soil in it, because as it kept falling, we had to keep refilling it. We lost soil underneath the patio. So I have 2 more, and I'm going to plant them. Those are survivors, obviously. I can throw this away, and so I think they'll just be fine there. Okay, 1, See?
Oh no.
Okay. Empty it all in here. Oh, no. We have to empty it. Hold the wheelbarrow up. Winter, go out.
Winter, no.
I'm still getting over my cough, so I am clearing my throat a lot in this video, and you can still kind of hear it as I'm talking to you guys right now. Y'all, it's so hot out here. I would take a break and come back out when the sun's going down, except for we're not going to be here later, and tomorrow's the day that it's going to be the high of 50 something. And usually I go on what is it called, a hiking play group with my church. But since it's only going to be like a high 50s, I don't even know if I'm going to go to that. And then if I do, that's going to take up all my morning. And then the low is going to be freezing, like I said. And so I'm not going to be able to get out here and do it tomorrow. And so I really want to soak up today. But I'm over here sweating. Do you see it? I'm sweating. I'm glistening. And I just bought me my water. I'm really going to be so sad. There's zinnias popping up all over the place, and the basil has gone to seed, so it's flowering, and it just looks like there's life in here. This plant right here is I'm pretty sure that's a tromboncino squash. I have no idea how it got up here, but it's growing out the fence, and it has about 8 small tromboncinos going that way. I'm pretty sure it's a trombonzino and not a cucuzzi. I'm trying to think. I forget what they look like at the moment. But we did get a lot done and picked up, so the garden's already looking better. I had said I wanted to put down, what is it called? The rocks, landscape rocks here. And I still do. The only thing that makes me nervous and not want to do it is because like there's so much foliage, like crunchy leaves that fall from the trees and stuff, or that just fall from the beds. And I'm just worried that if I put rocks down here, I'm not going to be able to tidy up the beds. And that's why I haven't put rocks, because I'm not 100% solidified. And then I also think, what if, weeds start growing through the landscape fabric? Like there are some weeds growing along, let's see if I can find any, like right there, that's weeds at the sides of the beds, because we laid down the landscape fabric after we laid down the beds, and so they weren't like completely up against the bed. And so I'm just worried about if I put down rocks, then I'm not going to be able to get the weeds up or sweep the pathways like I do. And so that's why I haven't put down anything, because I'm just not sure of what I want to do. Yeah, so that's why I haven't done that. I'm so out of breath. I just pulled this out of this bed. So all of this right here is oregano that I planted it out of the Greenstalk when I was switching them over, and it's obviously trying to take over this bed. Well, I thought it was oregano. Well, that don't actually smell like oregano, but my hands smell dirty, like soil. So it smells kind of like tomatoey. I'm pretty sure I thought this was oregano. It's either oregano or thyme. Either way, it's an herb, a trailing herb that I planted in the corner of this bed because I thought it was dying. And I was just like, well, let me put you here and see if you make it. And And obviously it's made it and it's trailing. But right in the center of it was a parsley right here. That is what's growing all in this bed, because that parsley went to seed and just dumped out all of its seeds in this bed. And I wanted to pull it out because obviously it was so sticky, woody. And so I pulled it out and it was in the center right here. So I don't know if I hurt this herb here. You can see where I put my foot right here to smash down to get some grip. But wow, I might have to try and move that somewhere, unless I want this whole bed to be an herb, which I really don't. And that's all parsley. I was just looking at what's in this bed and I have no idea what this is. It definitely looks like something. Anybody know what this is? I don't remember planting anything here. It could be a weed. Anaya is sweeping up. I'm gonna sweep up all of this trash and then just empty it into our little wheelbarrow and bring it over. These are all of the containers that are still good, and we still have our 2 banana plants. I'm gonna go put them inside of the greenhouse. It took us about 3 trips with the wheelbarrow to get this garden completely cleared up and picked up with all of the broken containers, and then the good ones we just kept inside of that pool. Is this giving you spring cleaning? It sure is giving me spring cleaning, except for it's fall. So fall cleaning vibes when everything is looking put back together and it will be ready for the spring. That's my goal here, is to get the garden set for, it's going to be another day, but I'm going to have to, all of the log raised beds in the back, that's where for the past 2 springs and summer I've planted my tomatoes. The reason why I don't like that anymore is because we don't have drip irrigation, and so I have to always go back there because at the beginning of spring and summer it's been dry, and so I have to go back there and water the tomato plants just to make sure they're not getting super dry. And I don't really like that. I don't like putting the holes all the way to the back because our spigot's all the way up here, and then I have to go all the way to the back with the holes and water each bed. So this year, that's part of the reason why making my 3x6 beds longer is now they're about 16 feet, and I could put cattle panels not only as hoop cattle panels for my beans and then make like a tunnel, but then I can also put 1 cattle panel like I have at the back in my log raised beds and plant tomatoes closer up front, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then the back log raised beds, use it for flower production. I have not yet successfully grown flowers to make lots of bouquets. This year I did make about 4 bouquets for church events. I made for our women brunches. I did have bouquets for those and for some other things, but I want to have like lush flower garden feels, and so I definitely want to try that this year. And it was just a little hard to do that because I was planting my tomatoes in the back, and then in the 3x6 beds I did do that with some zinnias and stuff, but I wanted them to be able to be netted, and I have the net and I wasn't able to use it. So I'm just rethinking the whole garden, and as I'm working in here is giving me all the ideas. Do you guys think better in the fall and think about your garden in the spring and summer and what you want to change or what looks different? Let me know what you think about your garden and any changes you think that you want to make. Another change I want to make is this in-ground bed, let's see, right here with all of the basils. I want to, it's an in-ground bed, but I want to actually put wood sides on it because towards the back it kind of slopes down, and all of the soil when we get really heavy rains kind of washes into the pathways. And so I'm hoping if we could get wood sides, it would save the soil from washing away. And then that's also if I want to put down anything in the pathways, the rocks or anything like that wouldn't be going into the, or the soil wouldn't be washing into the rocks. So there's just a lot of things that I want to do differently, and we'll see if I get any of those things done, hopefully before the spring. I am hot and sweaty, but I feel so good with what we got done in the garden. You can see them outside of the garden, but you can see that's all clear. That bucket right there is, or those pools right there, are all of the containers we decided to keep that weren't broken. On the outside, Nehemiah took out all of the weeds and left the strawberries that were on top. I don't think there were any strawberries in this one, so it's just completely empty, but it needs more soil in each layer. And I do have the soil inside of the hoop house, but when you come in, you can see all of this is done. All of the containers that still had soil in them, we just went ahead and put them in here. I did plant carrots in all of these beds, and you can see carrots are definitely starting to pop up, which is fine. I didn't care. I just put soil on top. That is a weed. It grows wild. Blackberry and raspberries grow wild here in South Carolina, but I've never actually seen them. They're very spiky, but I've never actually seen them produce fruit. So we're gonna have to get that out of here. And then Nael wanted to pull out all of these old corn stalks out of a bed, and so I let her and just had her put them here, and any cardboard that was just in the walkways, put them inside this bed, because this bed I didn't plant anything in. It had the, what are these called? The peas, what do they call, black-eyed peas, growing at the back here. And then all of the rest of these that I have to put on the side of the bed. So it's this purple one I need to put, this white one, blue one, and this one, white one right here. It's the rubber part that goes here. I just sat them right there so I wouldn't forget about them or throw them away. But if you look down, we did get all of the boxes out of this pathway, and it just looks so good up here, and I'm so happy about it. Again, we put boxes that we didn't know what to do with inside here, and any kind of broken, like dead leaves, twigs, or anything like that, because we are going to come in here and add soil. We are covering we have potatoes planted in here, and so there's a potato there, and I did sprinkle some carrot seeds in here so you can see some carrot seeds. But I'm going to eventually come in here. That potato is going to die with the frost tomorrow anyway, and so I'm not worried about it. It will come back next season, but I'm just going to add soil, like smush all this stuff down and add soil right on top of it. And because I didn't want to throw away that stuff, because that stuff breaks down and it's good for your soil. And we also got all around all of the empty buckets that were just sitting holding down cardboards in the garden. We went ahead and picked them up, and any live plants, we put them in the hoop house, and Anaya watered them in. And now the girls, Anaya and Nehemiah, went inside to eat lunch because it's way past lunchtime. I'm gonna go inside and eat as well because I am hungry and thirsty. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm gonna have to come out here tomorrow, probably at the height of the 50-degree weather, and harvest. There's some cucumbers and some loofahs that will die with the frost, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest them no matter how tiny they are. Everything else is going to die. Like, I have this tomato plant right here, and there's another tomato plant that's really big over right there. And all of those are going to die. I have some mini tomato plants inside of this forever garden bed. All of those are going to die. All of my basils will die with the frost. All of the zinnias, so I might come out here and pick a bouquet just because they'll die anyway. But I'm so excited with what we got done. So thank you guys for hanging out with me while we cleaned up the front part of the garden. At least we'll have to work on other parts in the future, but I'm so happy. I'm so excited. It's giving me all the refresh and the motivation for gardening season next year, especially when it's not 1,000 degrees outside and the garden's a mess, when it's only a high of 85, and I know that I can endure, because I know that tomorrow's the high is only 50, and it's just going to go downhill from here.